Good morning, Hempfield High School. This is Mr. Paradise making his annual appearance. Today's music is Spaceman by the Killers, and that is coming to you courtesy of the incomparable, generous, and devilishly handsome Mr. Binder. He did not bribe me into saying this. Kind of weird to have that on the teleprompter, sir. Well, I have to start today on a bit of a sad note. My annual screen companion, Mr. Lead, cannot be present today due to some unforeseen circumstances. So it looks like you're just stuck with me today.
I'm here. Sorry I'm late, Mr. Paradise.
Wait, what's going on here? You're not Mr. Lead. Hey, don't let him read this. Turn off the teleprompters.
Are you joking, Mr. Paradise? That's weird timing. Let's just finish the script.
But you are not Mr. Lead. The real Mr. Lead is tall and wears ties, even on casual days. Okay, here's something the real Mr. Lead would know. What is the sports literature course being offered next year all about, huh?
Well, that's a good question. The sports literature course will offer students an opportunity to develop their reading and writing skills through a study of sports literature and journalism. The course will offer all standard reading and writing requirements of a high school college prep English course, but will be done through examining topics and themes surrounding the wide history of sports.
Wow. Yeah. In fact, we have some videos that showcase the new selective English courses being offered for next year. We hope to continue offering more courses in the future, each with its own topical focus. Check it out.
Labor, everybody across the board was losing their job. What else?
New electives are being taught here at Hempfield, with two of these new electives being economic literature and career literature. I talked to Mrs. Lewis to learn more about some of these English electives.
Sure. For next year, we are offering two new courses for our 12th grade students. One is a college prep weighted course called Eco Literature. So I'm thinking about any students who are interested in science and global ecological issues. That would be a great course for you. All of the literature in that class is thematically based, so it'll all deal with nature and those ecological issues. The other class is English Definition of Success. That's English 1463. That class will be available to seniors and any juniors who are enrolled in half-day CTC next year. And that course, again, is going to be a thematic course where all the literature is going to be exploring the different definitions of success: cultural, social, economic success. And it also will allow for some career readiness with some resume writing, mock interviewing, things like that to give you some real-world experience.
Make sure to consider these new electives when choosing your classes for next year. For WHHS, I'm Dylan Daisy.
Hempfield offers a lot of classes that appeal to the interests of students. I'm here outside room 262, where I spoke to Mrs. Lewis about two new English classes that are going to be offered here at Hempfield.
So the new English classes we're developing were based on some surveys we did last year to gain some interest as to what courses students might be interested in taking as it related to their various interests and career and or college readiness. So students can choose these options during their dual enrollment. So many of these options are available for juniors and seniors next year.
I then asked Mrs. Lewis a few questions about the World Literature class.
The World Literature class is going to examine literature from various regions and times across the globe. The World Literature class is weighted as an honors level course, so for those students who are looking for a rigorous study of literature and a deeper analysis of global literature would certainly enjoy that class.
I then went to talk to Mr. Paulus and Mr. Hindi about the sports literature class.
The sports literature class is one of many new English electives that are going to be offered for 11th and 12th graders starting next year. And it's going to be a class that is going to explore sports through both reading and writing.
When I was coming up through high school, I found myself feeling a disconnect to a lot of the material that we were reading in my English classes. So the design of the course is an attempt to help students connect to the material a little bit more.
I think students will really get to fuel a passion of theirs and really see how they can use reading and writing to explore the world of sports.
If you are somebody who plays sports, who likes watching sports, who just enjoys sports, I would recommend this course for you.
If either of these classes, World Literature or Sports Literature, sound interesting to you, make sure you sign up to take them next year. For WHHS, I'm Josiah Pletcher.
Big props to the wonderful teachers in our English department, including me, Mr. Lead, for using their creativity to find different ways to reach our students. Good to see some new options.
How do you know all of this? I say again, you are not Mr. Lead. You know what? I know how to prove it. Mr. Lead always carries a picture of his family. Let's see it, Mr. Lead.
See that? That's the Christmas card that we sent out this year, including sending one to you. Do you remember this?
Well, that's it for Mr. Paradise and Mr. Lead. Our next show will be hosted by the new WHHS crew, so be sure to welcome the new folks appropriately. Have a doppelganger day, Hempfield.